of our objective, which is the evolution of labor and money, and the objective says wealth is by covenant, but money is by labor. So we check out 3 things about that labor and work, and money rather, money and labor. The evolution of money, how people were, how work came into place, how wages became salaries, and how they were using it to measure values all the way from the ages. And I mentioned all the ages. I said the first age is the hunter-gatherer, where human beings, they were running on the ground for existence, subsistence, to moving to agrarian age, where they were working with the ground. On first, then wheat. Then from there, they were working under. They went beneath the ground. And when they went beneath the ground, there are a lot of discoveries. So, and I said in first service that anyone who will sit down and think deep will discover a lot more about your life. There are many things when you begin to excavate in your thought, you retrospect, you introspect. There is no way you won't have a prospect for the future. There's what is called NFA, no future ambition. It's because the person cannot introspect to retrospect rather. That's what is called retrospect. Something happened. You didn't bother. How did it happen? How? For you to now introspect, to think within. You are prospect. Because prospect is the byproduct of foresight. And you won't have foresight if there is no insight. And insight is a byproduct of hindsight. Hindsight. But in this second service, we'll be checking at the second aspect, which is the last point. I gave 4. I explained on 4. So the third aspect, age, that we explained in first service is the industrial age. And on that age, because the second age, I said the agrarian age came with barter. Because people began to do business with the land. And they discovered how potent and potential the land is. And then, and I said at that time it was royal estate, not real estate. And the white people began to come. And that was where slave trade, all those things. And our father began to marry plenty wives, to have plenty children, so that they can do their work on the farm. Because they discovered that the more people I have to labor on my farm line, the more produce and the more money. So barter came and trouble came afterwards, because population grows on earth. So there were challenges. Challenges came into the world. And I said some of those challenges are mobility. And there were differentials, value differentials, and also the need differentials, and also the storage, which the preservative aspect. So those 4 challenges came, and then barter could not thrive beyond a particular level because of the differentials of the need, differentials of the value. You have rice, I have tomato, and you have beans, I have locust beans. And how many locust beans? I don't eat locust beans. And somebody is in your state is looking for locust beans, and I in Lagos, I have locust beans. So how the mobility? So barter could not go beyond. And then people think beyond and they look within. They discover that there were things valuable in the soil beneath the level. So they discover gold. They discover oil. copper, diamond, and the likes, the oil, crude oil. And each discovery comes with challenge. You know, the crude oil is not useful until it's refined. So that was what brought in education. That people must be trained how to use this thing. How to use this thing. So, and I said that in first service that education was not given for the purpose of people to make money. It was given on a platform of training. How to get work done. So that is why somebody can be trained, can go to school, and the only thing they have is the privilege of eating and feeding and maybe changing clothes. Because you were only trained to work. You were only trained to labor. So that is why when somebody enter into business and then is able to multitask, was ambidextrous, and he thinks wide, and is able to get some things, maybe develop some skills, when the reward is going to come as an entrepreneur is going to be so massive than an employee of labor that there is a salary scale. That's why many employee of labor, they don't grow. When they were employed, pick this paper and throw it into the dustbin. He has been picking it like this, throw it into dustbin for the past 10 years. Picking it, especially civil servant, throw it into dustbin for 10 years. Because that is the value upon which they employ him or her. And he has not improved in that value. So, all and all. So, and I said the industrial age brought in banking. So that was where paper now came. Because there was job, salary was introduced, and something must be used to measure the value. It was value, but what they call it then is wage. Wage. What the person weigh. Are we together, church? Is the wage. So in this second service, we're going to be focusing on the nature of money, the nature of money and how it flows. We check a part of it in first service. We check a part what money is. That's what I'm trying to explain to us, and what money is not, and the existence. So in this industrial age, money now came. What we call money, the paper, which is the currency, the promissory note. The real name for that paper is called promissory notes. If you see any dollar, check the back, you see it's written there, promissory notes. I promised Mr. Alexander £5 for working on my farmland. So, and he has worked. So, this is £5 as witness. So, that £5, he gave him access into my bank account. He gave him access into my resources as an exchange for the value he offered on my feet. So that paper is not the money. It's only a means of exchange. Somebody comes to your house, he cleans the house, he sweeps the ground, everything, and then he's going, you gave him 20,000. What has he sold? Nothing. But he has offered service. So at the end of the day, whether you produce or you offer service is almost the same thing. Because not everybody will produce. But everybody has the capacity to offer a service. Everybody has capacity to offer a service. And that is what we call, you either do business by producing or by offering a service. So we went on, and in this service, the fourth age Let me still talk on industrial before I mention the fourth age, in case somebody is online, so that they won't miss out. So the industrial age was what transformed our world, because that was where ATM machine came. That was where banking, commercial banking came. That was where the world discovered crude oil, all of those things, diamond. That was where all those is the age of industrial. They are beginning to see company, machine, all manner of things. People begin to construct road. But when they were hunter-gatherer, when they were agrarian area, there was no car. There was no car then. What they were using for the mobility aspect was like camel and something like chariots. But even the hunter-gatherer age, they were living in cave. You remember David was living in cave of Adullam, cave of this. What is the Mercedes-Benz that Solomon drove? Range Rover? Rolls Royce? He didn't drive any. And Bible says it was the richest. He deals with gold. Bible says the weight of gold that came to Solomon was gold money. Was gold money. No, was gold money. Okay. That paper note is it money? Some people say yes. It's not money. If gold is not money, that paper is not money too. But why did Bible says because Solomon had enough of gold, and they say he was the richest. Because gold is valuable in the market. It has value. You see, gold is not money, but is value carrier. That is why if you add value to yourself, you improve yourself, you develop yourself, there is no nation on earth you get to, you can't be stranded. Because somebody somewhere will always need what you have, what you carry, what you can offer. There was no dollar, there was no pounds. But all over the world agreed that Solomon was the richest that ever lived then on earth. The cattle, the silver, the diamond, the gold he had. So the world moved from that level, agrarian, industrial, and they enter into IT age, information age. What is that age? The age that I just need to say, okay, I need money. I send money to you from my phone because you give me your information. What is your name? What is your account number? Is that not what you need? Send me your account number. What is that? Information. Is that not information? You gave him your account number and he typed that information and he sent value. You need 50,000. He got an information from you, account number, and then he bring out another information, your name, your everything, and he said he typed 50,000, which is information. And he had what? In 2 minutes, they gave you another information. What is it? Alert. You don't know alert is information. He informs you. Some of us have our phone now because we are in church. You see some email, Facebook, so many email. You are just going like this. 1 hour. Some people are glued to their phone. So many information to check. So with money, you gave me information. I typed the information and he gave you information back. And money appear in your account. He said, money now. Yes, yes, yes. I have seen it. I've seen the money. Is it money you saw? Alert on your phone. Is that money? So why did you now say the paper is money? You have not gone to the bank to collect it. But the fact that you receive alert on your phone, you said the money has entered. So that paper is not money. The money is the value. Because you got the value on your phone as information, you believe that money is given. So the age of information, IT, revolutionized our world the more. I want to mention something in first service that I could not, and I pause it. And what is the area that I want to mention? The Bitcoin. That's what is called the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is money. It's a value carrier, but you can't spend it in ShopRite. You can't spend it in Mama Cass. You can't spend it in where they watch film or whatever. But it's money. It's online money. It's value. And is worldly accepted. All worldwide. This one is not dollar. It's not whatever. It broke the here. It was dollar. It broke pounds. It broke naira. It broke. Once you have the Bitcoin, you want dollar in any whatever you use dollar to buy here, you buy it. You use dollar to buy in America, you buy it. In England, you buy it. Pounds. It's called Bitcoin. In form of money, because we are now in the age of information in this era. So Bitcoin, when it comes to investment, the likes of bond is money. Shares, they are money. But what they give you is what? Paper. Is it not paper? It's paper. They give you paper. You buy, you carry money. You carry money. They give you paper and signature. And you are at peace that yes. When you look at the paper, you shake it like this because of the information on the paper. Because the paper worth the value. And the world became one because of information age makes the world to be age of connectivity. Now, I'm talking now here. Somebody may be in England. Somebody may be in America, Canada. Somebody may be in mainland, Lagos here, watching. Because the world is now one. And that is why some people, their money, their company, their office, their business is their phone. And they are making millions because of information they have access to. Just information. Advanced country, many people don't step out of their house and they are working and they are collecting the salary. They are only working online. Information exchange. Exchange of information. Send this message, this one, to this, make this phone call, and then that is what they are doing. And the age that we had now is called AI. The word moved from the information age. Because information age, everything has to do with human. Technology was on ground, but it was all about human, those technology. But we move to another realm, And that realm came to be obvious after coronavirus, of which God told me about. And that realm call is now, we are the age of AI, artificial intelligence. Where that robot and machine can behave like human being. That, information age, humans send information. Information age needs the help of human to function well. It's within human. It revolves around human. But the artificial age now, the artificial intelligence is like a word on its own. Robotic age. Where they said a robot can do the work of 20 people in 2 hours. In 2 hours, they are telling us that yes, we achieve it. It can go out, it can go to bank, it can go to, you can send him to like Kano. As a driver, he will drive and then will return. He will deliver the message. He knows where he's going because it has been programmed. When you get to Kano, wherever, and there is Google Map. And he will drive the car and deliver the message and return. Why is it so? From the realm of agrarian to the realm of industrialization, human being beginning to discover comfort. They beginning to think about comfort. And that was what necessitates the age of IT. There was a time, if you remember the industrialization, it was ledger, banking. If you go to bank, it